It is Tuesday, February the 7th. The NBA season just rolls right along. We've had a good year and we've been hot lately. 6-0 over our last two nights, which were last Thursday and Friday, I believe. We were not with you last night, so on a little bit of a roll, trying to keep it going here tonight. There are only 3 games on the slate. I will be involved in all of them. Let's go ahead and get to them. Why don't we start in Charlotte? Excuse me. Why don't we start in Charlotte, where the Brooklyn Nets come to town to face the Hornets. Charlotte, a 10.5-point favorite at BetSafe, 217.5 the total in this game. These teams met back on January the 21st. Hornets coming out with a 112-105 victory, but that's the last time they've won a game. The Hornets have since dropped 7 straight. They are 1-8 against the spread in their last 9 games. What is happening in Charlotte? This was expected to be a playoff team, but they've never been particularly good offensively, and suddenly they're not good defensively either, just not putting forth much effort on that side of the floor. They've allowed 105 points or more in 8 straight games. As we said, the Hornets just not good enough offensively to allow that many points. Now, they're facing the NBA's worst team tonight, the Brooklyn Nets, 9-42 on the year. They have lost 9 straight and 20 of 21. I have bet against Nets frequently this season to great success. But you know what? You look a little bit closer at this team and quietly, very quietly now, because again, they have lost 9 straight and 20 of 21. But quietly, they're starting to play a little bit better. 6 of Brooklyn's last 7 losses have come by fewer than 10 points. And their biggest problem all year, the Nets' biggest problem has been defense. They've ranked right at the bottom of the NBA's defensive categories all season. But lately, head coach Kenny Atkinson might be starting to get through to them a little bit. You look at their last 4 games, opposition shooting just 41%, and they've held their last 4 opponents to about 10 points per game fewer than they had been allowing throughout the course of the season. As we said, these teams met January 21st. The Hornets did win, but they only won by 7. And the Nets have actually beat the Hornets this season. Back on December the 26th, Brooklyn winning 120-118. Now, the Nets are 9-42 on the year, so them winning a game, somewhat rare. So they faced the Hornets twice. They've lost by 7. They've won once. That means this may be a pretty good matchup for the Nets. As we said, the Nets playing, I guess, pretty good lately. I mean, 6 of their last 7 losses coming by fewer than 10 points. The Hornets, meanwhile, playing their worst basketball of the season. I just believe 10.5 points, too many points in this situation. I know a lot of people think the Hornets are going to snap out of their slump here, and they might snap out of their slump. They might win this game. I do not think they're going to win it by double digits, though. I think Brooklyn, a good bet to hang around in Charlotte tonight. Moving on now, what about the Houston Rockets hosting the Orlando Magic? Houston, an 11-point favorite at BetSafe, 224 the total in this game. Now the Magic really struggling lately. They have lost 9 of their last 12 games. 6 of those losses have come by double digits. Just not much to like about this Orlando team on either side of the floor. They rank 28th in offensive rating, 27th in defensive rating. Trade rumors swirling now with the trade deadline approaching. Several of these Magic players have been rumored to be on the trading block. Tough spot for them tonight when they travel to Houston to face a high-scoring, up-tempo Rockets team. Houston, second in the NBA point scorer. They average 114.1 points per game. Because of that, they win a lot of games in blowout fashion. 4 of the Rockets' past 6 wins have come by 19 points or more. They're coming off an overtime win over Chicago on Saturday. Now, the last time these teams met, January 6th, that game was in Orlando. The Rockets won, but just by 7 points. But like we said, the Magic have been getting blown out a lot lately. 6 of their last 9 losses have come by double digits. The Rockets blow people out frequently. 4 of their last 6 wins, like we mentioned, have come by 19 points or more, averaging 114 points a game. Magic don't play any defense. Rockets win this one and win it big. I like Houston to cover the 11-point number. Final game I'll be involved in on this Tuesday, February the 7th. What about the Portland Trail Blazers traveling to Dallas to face the Mavericks? Dallas, a 1-point favorite at BetSafe, 204.5 the total in this game. These teams met just on Friday up in Portland. Mavs pulled out an upset win, 108-104. Yogi Ferrell, their newly signed rookie point guard, with 32 points in that one. Ferrell has been a revelation since the Mavs signed him to a 10-day contract a couple of weeks ago. He has started 5 straight games. Dallas 4-1 in those 5 games. really provided a lot of energy, sort of a scoring point guard. Dallas, a team without a lot of energy, they play at a very slow pace, a lot of veterans on that team. So Farrell has really been a breath of fresh air. Now, Dallas did lose last night. This is the second night of a back-to-back for them. They had won 4 straight games and 6 of 7 prior to their loss last night. But you know what? The Portland Trail Blazers, I'm not sure this is a good matchup for them. We mentioned they lost at home to the Mavs on Friday. Portland really doesn't have any bigs who can score. And this Dallas Mavericks team right now, they're playing very well. Dirk Nowitzki fully healthy, but they're going with a really small lineup most of the time. Ever since Andrew Bogut has been dealing with injury issues, the Mavs have gone with a small lineup. Oftentimes, Dirk Nowitzki and Harrison Barnes, the only big men on the floor for them. So they're really vulnerable when they face an opponent that has big men who can score the basketball. However, that is not the Portland Trail Blazers. Portland, a guard-dominant team with Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum. Just not sure this a great matchup for them. Like we said, the Mavs red hot right now. Prior to their loss last night, they had won 4 straight and 6 of 7. I think the Mavs pull out a win tonight. I know this is the second night of a back-to-back for them, but I think they're a little bit better than the Trail Blazers at the moment. I like Dallas -1 there. There you have it, folks. Those are my thoughts and recommendations for this Tuesday, February the 7th. I like the Brooklyn Nets. I don't bet on the Nets often, but I'm betting on them tonight. Plus 10.5 on the road in Charlotte. I like the Houston Rockets to cover 11 at home against the Orlando Magic. And I like the Dallas Mavericks as 1-point favorites at home against Portland. Folks, I wish you best of luck no matter what you decide to do tonight, just so long as your interests don't conflict with my interests. Enjoy the games.